Simran, please unmute. You are not audible, dear.
Jai Hind and a warm good morning to all. I, Ishani Nikhare, on behalf of Delhi Public School Nashik, welcome you all to this momentous event of recitation. A very warm welcome to our eminent guests, Mr. Hemant Dev, Ms. Pitta Ronald, Ms. Sahabya Kapasi, our directors, Mr. Siddharth Raj Gadia, Mr. Gautam Raj Gadia, Mr. Mukesh Shelar, Principal of DPS Varanasi, Ms. Anupama Sakdev, Principal of DPS Lavanagpur, Dr. Pushpidat, Principal of DPS Nashik, all the teachers and participants present here. A hearty welcome to you all. Guess what's the name of the event? It's Confluence. Confluence, as the name suggests, occurs where two or more flowing bodies of water join together to form a single channel. Today, the three Delhi public schools from Varanasi, Nagpur, and Nashik are here on a single platform to instill the flow of knowledge towards a single channel of learning. This is one of the first momentous events of its kind where all the three schools are under one umbrella. I would request our principal, Dr. Pushpidat, to say a few words to begin the program.
Yes, ma'am, you can start now. Please unmute, ma'am. Ma'am, we are not audible to you. You are not audible to us, ma'am.
Ma'am, you're not audible. Mrs. Dev, Pushpi ma'am, you're not audible to us.
Pankaj sir,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am's mic is on.
Yes, it is on, but there is something issue at her end only because we are not able to hear her.
Okay.
Shall we proceed?
Wait a minute, 1 sec. She's just. No, ma'am. No, you're not audible. Okay, fine. Pankaj sir, let's proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
We would now like to give you a brief insight of our guests. Smita Ronan ma'am has completed BSc BEd from Pune University and has also done ECE, that is early childhood education from Podar Jumbo Kids. She has an experience of 20 years and has worked with the topmost schools of Nashik, namely Silver Oak School, Nirmala Convent, Adarsh Vidyalaya, and has been working with Rasbihari International School for the past 3.5 years as the homeroom teacher for IB PYP Grade 5 kids. Hemant Dev Sir is a mechanical engineer, business person, and entrepreneur. He completed BE, that is, Mechanical Engineering, from College of Engineering Pune in 1991. He worked in managerial capacity and in leadership roles in the corporate sector for 2 decades with diverse mid-size and large business organizations. He is an entrepreneur and business person since last 10 years. Sir is a connoisseur of art and literature, music, history, science, and mathematics, watcher, and enthusiast. Our next guest is Zahabia Kapasi Ma'am. She is an MBA in operations and Bachelor in Biotechnology. Ma'am had done her schooling from Indian High School, Abu Dhabi, UAE, and has been trained by International Toastmasters for public speaking. Ma'am has won various competitions like paper readings and debates on zonal level in the UAE and is associated with Trinity College London for training children in speech, drama, and communication skills. Ma'am is also a national level swimmer and has participated in umpteen zonal level events. A hearty welcome to you all. Poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It has its origin in the internal feelings of the poet, says William Wordsworth. Poetry is truly the language of imagination and passions. Today's event is recitation of sonnet poems. So let's all get swayed away with the flow of poetry recited by our dipsites. But before that, I would like to give an overview of the instructions. The goal of the recitation competition is to kindle the inherent poetic flair in the students and an appreciation of the poetry in them. The poem should not exceed the time duration of 3 minutes. The time limit will be strictly enforced. The camera should be turned on while speaking. Participation will stand null and void if not done so. The participants are expected to memorize their poem and are not allowed to read any part of the poem from papers, notes, or cards. Reading verbatim from note cards is discouraged. One criteria of judgment is presentation. So, the students can dress up as their favorite character or collaborate with the poem they are reciting. I would like to wish all the participants good luck. So let's begin with the program. The first participant of the recitation competition is Ayush Anand. Let's hear from charming Ayush.
Percy Shelley wrote of balloons saying, "It would seem a mere toy, a feather, in comparison with the splendid anticipations of the philosophical chemist. Yet it ought not to be altogether condemned. It promises prodigious faculties for locomotion and will allow us to traverse vast tracts with ease and rapidity, and to explore unknown countries without difficulty. Why are we so ignorant to the interior of Africa? Why do we not dispatch intrepid aeronauts to cross it in every direction and to survey the whole peninsula in a few weeks? The shadow of the first balloon, as it glided over that unhappy country, would virtually emancipate every slave and would annihilate slavery forever." On balloonomania, Shelley wrote a sonnet titled "To a Balloon Laden with Knowledge." I, Ayush Anand, greet the esteemed judges, director sir, principal, other dignitaries, parents, teachers, and friends, and seek permission to present this thought-provoking sonnet penned by Percy B. Shelley. May I? To a Balloon Laden with Knowledge by Percy B. Shelley. Bright ball of flame that through the gloom of even silently takest thine ethereal way, and with surpassing glory dimmest each ray, twinkling amid the dark blue depths of heaven. Unlike the fire thou bearest, soon shalt thou fade like a meteor in surrounding gloom. Why is that? Unquenchable is doomed to glow, a watchlight by the patriot's lonely tomb, a ray of courage to the oppressed and poor, a spark, though gleaming on the Hobel's heart, which through the tyrant's gilded domes shall roar, a beacon in the darkness of the earth, a sun which over the renovated scene shall dart like truth where falsehood yet has been. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayush. That was fantabulous. Our next participant is Bhargavi Rai. She is a diligent, sincere, and ardent reader. So let's hear from Bhargavi.
Good morning to honorable guests, respected teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Bhargavi and I'm representing Delhi Public School, Varanasi. Today, I'm going to recite the poem How Do I Love Thee, popularly known as Sonnet number 43. This poem is written by Elizabeth Barrett. Elizabeth Barrett started corresponding with Robert Browning, a famous English poet, in 1845. Elizabeth was a chronic invalid and had endured a succession of griefs throughout her youth. At the beginning, she said that they would only remain friends because of the inequality of her health and age. She thought that marriage would be a severe burden upon him. She believed that the love which had come to them like a miracle would fade away just as quickly. She believed that she would miss the life that she leave behind after marrying. From the doubts were raised, and sure of his feelings for her. She responded to his love through this poem, How Do I Love Thee? The poem goes like, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach when feeling out of sight. For the ends of being and ideal race, I love thee the level of every day's most quiet need. I love thee freely as men strive for right. I love thee purely as they turn from praise. I love thee with the passion put to use. In my old griefs, with my childhood's faith, I love thee with the love I seem to lose. I love thee with the love I seem to lose. With my lost saints, I love thee with the love I love thee. With my lost saints, I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life. And if God chose, I shall but love thee better after death. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhargavi. That was indeed awesome. Our next participant is Anushka Yadav. Anushka loves to read, play, and explore. So let's hear from her.
Jai Hind to one and all present here. Honorable Director Sir, Honorable Principal Ma'am, esteemed judges, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Anushka Yadav from Delhi Public School, Nashik, and I stand here to recite a sonnet by G.A. Thompson titled Stay or Go. This is a sonnet about a soldier who sacrificed his life for his nation and is being missed by his family each day. The poem depicts the feelings of all the families of the Indian Armed Forces, whose soldiers have laid down their lives to protect our nation. Being a soldier's daughter, I can totally understand the sonnet. So let me recite the sonnet by G.A. Thompson. The days go by, the days go by, then a month, then a year, and still through the days, I see not a change. No matter what happens, no matter what happens, you still aren't here. And how you just disappeared, is what's strange. No explanation, no warning. No explanation, no warning, just gone. I wish, I had just some of your courage to leave one rainy morning, at dawn, to leave one day, without any message. How I long for somewhere to be renewed. How I long for somewhere to be renewed, or just to disappear, just not be, not to see, not to feel, not to hear you, not to see, not to feel, not to hear you, the ghost that you are, which I long to be. But as many days, but as many days that I want to go, there are many more, that I want to stay and know. Jai Hind and thank you.
Thank you, Anushka. That was extraordinary.
Next we have Mariam Hussain. She is very cute and confident girl. So let's hear from Mariam.
Paul Laurence Dunbar was one of the most well-known African-American writers of his time. His poetry brought to light the depths of that pain which his ancestors suffered at the hands of slave owners. Dunbar's parents were former slaves, and his mother was eager for him to learn, to read, and write, and she encouraged him in his composition of poems. Dunbar was inspired by Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel Uncle Tom's Cabin, as it was the first work of literature to shed light on the brutality and cruelty of slavery. Good morning, esteemed judges, respected director sir, respected principal, other dignitaries, parents, teachers, and my fellow participants. I am Mariam Hussain. The sonnet I am going to present today is written by Paul Laurence Dunbar and is titled Harriet Beecher Stowe. She told the story and the whole world wept at wrongs and cruelties it had not known, but for this fearless woman's voice alone. She told the consciences that long had slept. Her message, freedom's clear valley, swept from heaven's hovel to complacent throne. Command and prophecy were in the tone, and from his sheath the sword of justice leapt. Around two people swelled the fiery wave, but both came forth transfigured from the flame. Blessed be the hand that dare be strong to save, and blessed be she who in her weakness gave. Prophet and priestess at one stroke she gave, a race to freedom and herself to fame. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariam. That was marvelous. Next, we have Anarghya BN. She is a very soft-spoken and ready to accept challenges. So let's hear from Anarghya.
Jai Hind to our eminent judges, Honorable Principal Sir and Ma'am, respected teachers and my dear friends. Jai Hind to our eminent judges, Honorable Principal Sir and Ma'am, respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Anarghya BN of Class 6D from Delhi Public School, Varanasi. Today I am going to recite a sonnet. The poem is all about a father and his continuous hard work to help his family. His dedication towards his family gives him much pain, but he continues to do his duty. not only on the working days, but he works on Sundays also. A child is a narrator who describes all thankless jobs that her father does regularly, but no one notices. Moreover, her indifferent behavior is an incentive to him. As a child, she can't understand the words, but now she regrets. A daughter shared the pain of her father in the poem called Those Winter Sundays by Robert Hayden. The poem goes like, Sundays too, my father got up early and put his clothes on in the blue-black cold. Then with cracked hands that ached from labor in the weekday weather, made round fires blaze. No one ever thanked him. No one ever thanked him. I'd wake and hear the cold splintering breaking. When the rooms were warm, he'd call. And slowly I would rise and dress, fearing the chronic angers of that house, speaking indifferently to him who had driven out the cold and polished my good shoes as well. What did I know? What did I do? What did I know? What did I do? Of love's austere and lonely offices. Of love's austere and lonely offices. Thank you for your patient listening.
Thank you, Anargya. That was splendid. Next, we have A.V. Sachit. Sachit is very creative and has been learning artificial intelligence and has developed 7 apps. So here comes Sachit.
Jai Hind to one and all present here, Honorable Director Sir, Honorable Principal Ma'am, esteemed judges, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. I am A.V. Sachit of Delhi Public School, Nashik. I stand here to recite a sonnet. The name of the sonnet is When You Are Old by William Butler Yeats. When You Are Old is a lovely sonnet. A sonnet is a lyrical song, usually of 14 lines with a set rhyme scheme. This poem is all about the journey from youth to old age, and that when you start growing old, one can see the troubles and struggles that they have faced in the form of wrinkles. Here goes the poem. When you are old and grey and full of sleep and nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read and dream of the soft look your eyes had once and of the shadows deep and of the shadows deep. How many loved your movements of glad grace and loved your beauty with love, false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you and loved the sorrows of your changing face and loved the sorrows of your changing face. And bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly, how love fled, how love fled. And paced among the mountains overhead and hid his face among the crowd of stars and hid his face among the crowd of stars. Thank you.
Thank you, Sachit. That was beautiful. Our 7th participant is Shardul Kapoor. Shardul is very smart, so let's hear from him.
Good morning, esteemed judges, respected principal, dignitaries, parents, teachers, and my dear friends. I, Shardul Kapoor, present The Thought of the Nile, a sonnet written by Leigh Hunt. Among the few of Hunt's sonnets that are still felt to be of lasting value is The Thought of the Nile. This sonnet is a picture of the ancient dreaming river and its vanished civilization. It gives us a glimpse of Cleopatra and a sense of the steadily flowing stream of time. The sonnet was composed in competition with John Keats and Percy Shelley. In fairness to the now almost forgotten Hunt, it should be said that his sonnet was the best of the 3, The Thought of the Nile. It flows through old hushed Egypt and its sands, like some grave mighty thought threading a dream. And times and things, as in that vision seen, keeping along it their eternal stands. Caves, pillars, pyramids, the shepherd bands that roam through the young world, the glory extreme of highest sorceress and that sudden beam, the laughing queen that caught the world's great hands. Then comes a mightier silence, stern and strong, as of a world left empty of its throng, and the void weighs on us. And then we wake and hear the fruitful stream lapsing along twixt villages, and think how we shall take our own calm journey on for human's sake. Thank you.
Can I have one more chance because my face wasn't visible?
Yes, beta. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Judges, with your due permission, please. Okay, beta. Continue.
Okay, sir. Jai Hind to one and all present here. Honorable Director, sir, Honorable Principal, ma'am, esteemed judges, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. I am A.V. Sachit of Delhi Public School, Nashik. I stand here, recite a sonnet. The name of the sonnet is When You Are Old by William Butler Yeats. When You Are Old is a lovely sonnet. A sonnet is a lyrical song, usually of 14 lines with a set rhyme scheme. This poem is all about the journey from youth to old age. And that when you start growing old, one can see the troubles and struggles that they have faced in the form of wrinkles. Here goes the sonnet. When you are old and grey and full of sleep and nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read, and dream of the soft look your eyes had once, and of the shadows deep, and of the shadows deep. How many loved your movements or glad grace, and loved your beauty with love, false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, but one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face, and loved the sorrows of your changing face, and bending down beside the glowing bar, murmur a little sadly, how love fled, how love fled, and paced among the mountains overhead, and hid his face among the crowd of stars, and hid his face among the crowd of stars. Thank you.
Thank you. The second last participant we have with us is Sanvi Shah. She is very hardworking and likes to explore things. So let's hear from Sanvi.
Good morning and Jai Hind to one and all present here. I am Sanvi Shah of class 7C from Delhi Public School, Varanasi, and today I am going to present before you a sonnet by Christina Rossetti titled Remember. Before beginning the poem, I would like to tell you something about the poet. Rossetti was a 19th century English poet who, though not very popular in her lifetime, influenced many other poets and is now considered a symbol of constant female genius. Remember is one of her best known works written by her while she was still a teenager. In this poem, Remember, Rossetti presents the theme of imperfect love, focusing on the themes of death, remembrance, relinquishment, and forgiveness. In the poem, the poetess Rossetti herself imagines the time after her own death and addresses her loved one and encourages him to remember her after death. Through this poem, she wants to tell that memories become a reason of strength and smile when the person involved is alive and a reason of pain after death. So now, let's hear the poem. Remember me when I'm gone away, gone far away into the silent land, when you can no more hold me by the hand, nor I have turned to go, yet turning still. Remember me when no more day by day. You tell me of our future that you plan. Only remember me, you understand. It will be late to counsel then or pray. Yet, if you should forget me for a while, and afterwards remember, do not grieve. For if the darkness and corruption leave,
a vestige of thoughts that once I had. Better by far you should forget and smile than that you should remember and be sad. I hope you all enjoyed the poem and thank you very much for your precious time, support and patience. Thank you very much everyone once again and have a good day. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Sanvi. That was really nice. So our last participant is Arya Dubey. Arya enjoys reading and composing poems. So let's hear from Arya.
Jai Hind to one and all present here. Honorable Director Sir, Honorable Principal Ma'am, esteemed judges, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. My name is Arya Dubey. Today I stand here to recite a sonnet. This sonnet is written by Mrs. Kalyani Deshmukh, working as an assistant professor at Engineering College, Pune. This sonnet is based on love. Love can be the solution of any problem. It is an affection between two people or even two animals. Love doesn't involve any norms or conditions. The title of my sonnet is Love is the Key. The color red depicts love, and so today I am dressed up with a red theme. So, without any further delay, I start with the sonnet. Each day of life, we are missing the sunshine, as we are always in the battle of me and mine. We forget to care about our loved ones with us along, but to be loved since long. Thinking about each night and day, we only make regrets and there is nothing. When trouble is forming and problems are drawn near you, when trouble is forming and problems are drawn near you, the people who really care and pray for you are very few. The people who really care and pray for you are very few. The only solution of life is to love everybody in numberless forms, without any conditions, without any norms. Love everyone sitting next to you. Forget about everything, just being you. In this process of life, one thing we have to agree. In this process of life, one thing we have to agree. Whatever is the problem, love is the key. Whatever is the problem, love is the key. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Arya. That was fantastic. I would now like to request Mrs. Smita Ronald ma'am to speak a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so good morning. Let me begin by saying that I want to thank the DPS school management for and Principal Pushpi ma'am for giving me this opportunity to hear some beautiful sonnets early in the morning. It was a lovely time to see so much enormous talent between us and between this new generation of kids who are having love for poems, which as teachers we always want to arise in the kids, the love for reading and the love for poems. So it was a great opportunity. It was a time spent well, and I really thank the school management for giving me the chance. I want to give my heartiest congratulations to all the participants. It's the effort that wins. It's the persistence that wins. Uh, there are just mere trophies and winners, but I think in my heart, every one of you who presented your sonnets today are all winners in my sight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. That was very inspirational. Now, I would like to request Mr. Hemandev sir to enlighten us with his kind words. Excuse me, sir, your mic is mute.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Honorable Principal, my fellow judges, contestants, and dear students, teachers. At the outset, let me thank Delhi Public School, an organizers of this DPS Confluence Poetry Recitation Contest, for inviting me to judge the performance of young poets and performers. We are living in the age of science and technology. Now, needless to say, the importance of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in our life. But lately, wise people have introduced A also in this S, T, E, and M. So now it has become STEAM. A is for arts and humanities. So with arts and humanities, life becomes meaningful and it becomes complete. That is the philosophy behind introducing A to STEM. So it is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Now I am very glad to see this wisdom reflected in the ethos and practices of Delhi Public School. And I hope it will grow from strength to strength in the years to come. And school shall continue producing quality scholars, professionals, artists, uh, musicians, and keep on enriching society, nation, and humanity as a whole. Now, as for this contest of today, let me tell you, everybody was extraordinary. And it was very difficult to judge the comparative performance of one with the other. But you have to have certain criterion for judging, and accordingly, we have given them the marks. To me, participation and will to perform are the paramount important things. And with practice, the perfection is sure to follow. So I thank again the Honorable Principal Ma'am and the management of Delhi Public School for inviting me to judge this contest. And I wish all the best to everybody in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to request Mrs. Zavia Kapasi ma'am to instill us with her motivational words and also declare the results.
A very good afternoon, everybody. I hope I'm very audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Thank you so much for having me here today. It has been an absolute joy on a Sunday to hear so many lovely poems and to begin I'd say I'd begin my week like this. So thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure. I think each and every child has done justice to this competition. And I think it's a very commendable thing that DPS has taken this online platform so gracefully and presented the whole program so seamlessly. So a big congratulations to the team, to the teachers, to everybody involved in organizing this. It's been a great experience. And since I have been given the task of announcing the results, well, let me tell you, the school is being very appreciable to all children. They don't have like a rank, but
Excuse me,
I
ma'am.
would like to
Excuse me,
announce
जाबिया
the
मैम.
yes,
मैम,
yes,
अगर आपकी
yes, yes,
परमिशन
yes,
हो, with your due permission, one of our
yes.
participant was having some network issue, that is Bhargavi. So if you
All right.
permit, then can we take a retake of her?
Yes, sure. Why not? We
Please,
can
ma'am, please.
definitely. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Yeah. Ishani or Simran, please announce for Bhargavi.
Yes, sir. Now I would like to request Bhargavi Rai to come. She is a diligent and sincere and ardent reader. So let's listen to Bhargavi.
Bhargavi, are you there, beta? Bhargavi. Bhargavi, please respond.
Pankaj, I guess one of us should just give her a call and check if she's around.
Yes. I'm doing.
Yeah, do that, Pankaj.
I've already called her, sir. It's Debashruti this side.
Oh, okay.
So please ask her to join, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
I've already called her. Yeah.
I think she's not here. Please ask her to join quickly.
She's not picking call also. I called her twice.
So anyways, we can proceed. Simran, please invite the judge to announce the result, beta.
Yes, sir.
Again.
I would now like to request Mrs. Zabia Kapasi ma'am to instill us with her motivational words and also declare the results.
Thank you so much. So I will get everyone out of their misery and first get to announcing the results. We have 3 categories of children being adept, adorable, and appreciable. And I'd first like to announce the 2 children who have been marked as adorable performances, which is Anarghya and Shardul. Very, very well done. Congratulations. You all have done a fabulous job. I loved the way they presented, the clarity and the confidence, rather, to say the least. I think very, very well done. Next is Ayush, Mariam, and Sanvi. You have been very adept in your performance. You all have done a great job, commendable job. And the way you all have presented, I think even the presentation skills, given the sonnet that you performed and how you kind of matched your characters, very, very well done. And then we have Anushka, Bhargavi, and Sachit. They have been appreciable indeed. Like I said, they have all done a fabulous job. So congratulations to each one of you. The fact that you all participated and had the courage to come up on this platform, present your poems and do so much justice to it. It has just been my privilege and pleasure to be part of this program and judge you all, to say the least. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much, DPS, for having me and for inviting me to this.
Mrs. Kapasi, can you hear me? I beg your pardon, but even Arya Dubey, she's also in the adept category.
I'm just sorry. Yes, I'm so sorry. I missed out her name. Adept, it is Arya Dubey. And I believe she was the last one with the little hearts. I'm sorry, how could I miss her? Very, very well done, Arya. Even you have been marked as an adept performance. So congratulations. And thank you very much. I hope you all have a good day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Congratulations to all the participants.
Thankfulness is the beginning of gratitude, and gratitude is the completion of thankfulness. I propose a vote of thanks from all of us at Delhi Public School, Nashik. Honorable judges, directors, principals, teachers, and my dear friends, I deem it my proud privilege to stand before you to place on the record the contribution of everyone towards the success of today's event. My heartfelt gratitude to our judges for sparing their valuable time and being with us. Your being here has been a source of inspiration for all of us. A heartfelt thanks to our director Siddharth Rajgadia sir for constantly motivating us. I would like to extend my thanks to Dr. Pushpidat, our principal, for her systematic planning and guidance. Thank you, ma'am.
With a deep sense of appreciation, we thank the painstaking efforts taken by all the teachers for their motivation and guidance. We thank you wholeheartedly for your stewardship. And last but not the least, I would like to extend a big thanks to each and everyone present here to be a part of this event and make it a great success. Wishing lots of luck and best wishes to the winners. I would like to end with a quote by Carl Sandburg. Poetry is the journal of the sea living animals on land, wanting to fly in the air. Poetry is a search for syllables to shoot at the barriers of the unknown and unknowable. Poetry is a phantom script telling how the rainbows are made and why they go away. Thank you. Jai Hind. Excuse me, I have a question. Is Bhargavi doing again her part?
Pankaj sir? Pankaj sir? Pankaj sir. Sir, are you there?